The character General Thaddeus Ross, or also called Thunderbolt, is one of the most interesting characters in the Hulk story because he's not exactly a villain, nor he is a hero, but he is a character who follows orders which he might think are the right one to be taken as decisions, although those decisions he will take are pretty dangerous and oftentimes very harsh. And because of the way he has a pretty complicated relationship with his daughter Betty Ross, and especially the relationship between them get even more dramatic since he has met Bruce Banner, because General Ross does not see Bruce Banner as a good person, but he sees Bruce Banner as a monster instead because of the Hulk. In Ang Lee's Hulk movie version, General Ross is played by Sam Elliott, who has pretty harsh opinions about Bruce Banner, especially after the father of Bruce Banner, David Banner, has committed unauthorized experiment. And the relationship between General Ross and his daughter Betty Ross is pretty conflictual, but later on they will try to find a way to be not disconnected with each other, as General Ross will try to do the right thing for her and not anymore for his orders. In Louis Leterrier's The Incredible Hulk movie version, and in the other MCU's movies like Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, General Thaddeus Ross is played by William Hurt. He is a pretty much dirty character in this version, where he takes pretty harsh and dangerous decisions which will bring everybody in danger, especially when he decides to use the super soldier serum to make Emil Blonsky stronger, but with the result to get an abomination. And he will become in Captain America Civil War the Secretary of State, but he will never admit to have committed a huge mistake in the past, like nothing wrong have happened in what he did in his career. In The Incredible Hulk, the relationship between Betty Ross and Thaddeus Ross is pretty complicated, as she doesn't want to see him at all after she will find out what he wants at most. But when Thaddeus Ross is present in Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, he is present, but his daughter Betty Ross is not at all present, and she doesn't even get mentioned. Like, we will never know what would happen between them, or what even is she doing after the event of The Incredible Hulk. The villains in the Hulk story are some of the most interesting characters because some of them might have in common with the Hulk or even with Bruce Banner. Like, there are villains who might have the same extraordinary strength like the Hulk, but there are also villains who might have the extraordinary intelligence like Bruce Banner. Or there are also villains who might have both the intelligence of Bruce Banner and the strength of the Hulk, which make them much difficult and much interesting characters to be faced. In Ang Lee's Hulk movie version, the main villain is David Banner, played by Nick Nolte, who in the past has been working on the experiments on himself, but when he realizes that everything he has worked on has been transmitted to his son, Bruce Banner, everything has become much complicated, to which will even bring to a tragedy that will affect on him and on his son, as Bruce will get nightmares in different sequences that will be seen through the movie. But what makes so interesting about David Banner is, although the great wish of the power consumes him so much, he still has guilt in what he has committed, and he still loves his son Bruce Banner, although the conclusion will become even very dramatic. In Louis Leterrier's Incredible Hulk movie version, the main villain is Emil Blonsky, who will later on become Abomination, played by Tim Roth. In this movie, Emil Blonsky is a soldier who will do anything that General Ross will ask him to do. But once he realizes the incredible powers of the Hulk, he will get injected with the super soldier serum, which will make him very powerful. Although he has become very powerful, he wants more, to which will turn him into the Abomination. In Mark Ruffalo's Hulk version of the MCU's movies, the character will face several villains. Like in Avengers, the main villain is Loki. In Avengers Age of Ultron, the main villain is Ultron. In Thor Ragnarok, the main villain is Hela. In Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, the main villain is Thanos. These villains are interesting for being different with each other, and especially because they have specific reasons for the way they commit and for the way they take those decisions. In each of these films, the members of the Avengers will have conflictual relationship to which will divide them, but later on, when things will get pretty complicated and much dangerous, the members of the Avengers will unite each other, as they will always work together.